Welcome back to Locker Room Dads, hosted by myself, Pat O'Donnell, punter for the Green Bay Packers, with Josh Brinzo, brewery owner, and another special co-host segment with Mason Crosby, 16-year vet. Yeah. But most importantly, we have on the show today, veteran place kicker for the New York Giants. He has a decorated college and NFL career, but most importantly, he is a locker room dad with 5 kids. Graham, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, guys. Best part of the week right here. Excited to be on it.
Oh, no doubt. Hey, Graham, catch us up, man. What's going on in the household of the Ganos? I know that you are in Jersey, right, by yourself.
Yep.
Family's back home, which a lot of people don't understand how that works, but maybe you could just talk us through that real quick.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, a lot of time away from the family, but they come up for a lot of games. My wife and I have been married for 12 years. Put myself on the spot.
Yeah.
We've got 5 kids, 11, 8, 6, and then a twin 3-year-old. So,
oh my gosh,
keeps her busy. Has the most difficult job by far, and so yeah, I bounce back and forth whenever I can. And yeah, it's not ideal, but hey, it's what we signed up for. So,
no, that's awesome.
Love it.
So your wife's taking the brunt of this whole thing, parenting.
Yeah,
maybe we should have her on the show.
For sure. She refers to herself as a single mom, so I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh no!
That's kind of what she feels like. Yeah.
Did you
know what though?
The paint color there in your hotel room, or if you have to stay there for too long, do they let you choose that paint color, or is that?
Yeah, I might have to see if I can get some stuff changed around in here. I've already been putting my kids' paintings on the wall, so.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. Well, it's crazy that you have 5 kids, literally, like almost exactly. I think they're all like 1 year younger than all of my kids. We're like 12, 9, 7, and twin 5-year-olds.
Oh wow. Yeah. So I can call you when I'm going through some crazy stuff and.
It's total chaos. I think I was telling you before. Ran kids to soccer, to dance, and then I get home and 2 of the kids have fevers, throw one in a bath. Like, it's just a nonstop thing. It's always here's one of them now.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy. We've got 5 kids between Mason, 5 between Graham, but both you guys ended up with twins at the end. What are the odds of getting that on here?
Yeah. You don't hear that often, that whole kind of situation where you got 3 and then at the end. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. I didn't realize that was your whole setup too.
Yeah, we got the buy one get one at the end. I had to make sure I took care of business after that though, so we shouldn't be having any more.
Oh yeah. So we get into this right now.
Pat, there we go. Jump on in. Let's go, Pat.
So Josh is done. He's about to have his second. And I'm not on board with that yet, but Josh is already pretty much scheduled and ready to get the snip.
Oh, yeah. We're getting lined up.
We're diving deep right away, huh? Here we go.
I think so.
Josh, I think, actually signed up for this.
I didn't have a say in this, okay? So I was just told, hey, after Baby 2 comes out, we're getting you in there. I said, whatever. At this point, whatever. I mean, I can't fight this.
Look what happened to Mason. He tried that. It didn't work out. Twins at the end.
Oh, see? Yeah, yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. I need some opinions
You know what?
here.
After, I mean, Mason probably tells me, after 2, I feel like it's kind of all the same. Like, it's madness anyways. I mean, it's easy for me to say being up here right now with no kids around, but they were just up here for the game, and it did take me a good couple days to get this room cleaned after they left. So I can't imagine what my wife's going through back home.
Wait, so you give them a joint suite next to you? You make sure that you just open the old door and have them run back and forth?
I've been talking to Marriott about busting the wall down just so you know I can take the whole top floor.
Like Mr. Gano, you can do whatever you want here. You've had more stays. Oh, man. So they came up last week, right? Walk us through what goes on when they come up. Do you get them at the airport? Do they come in like on Sunday? How does that work?
Yeah, so they were trying to. My wife's family's from Chicago. So we wanted to make sure we watched that game. You guys were welcome, by the way, for beating the Bears. But so she came up for that. She brought my sons up, my 3 boys. We went to the Yankees game. We try to do something special with them when they come up, and they stayed until Monday and then left. But it's kind of crazy. They came up to beat the hurricane that was coming through the Carolinas.
Nice.
So they changed the flight, came in that morning. I still had stuff to do until 3, 4 o'clock, and then next day caught the Yankees game and the Bears game. So they brought the Windy City to us. So it was kind of crazy.
So your boys are in baseball, right? I knew you had to wish them good luck before the segment.
That's right. Yeah, I thought I ruined the whole show. My wife called and I couldn't figure out how to work the speaker. But yeah, my middle boy's playing. I think it's his 2nd or 3rd baseball game tonight. He just started playing. My oldest boy is in pretty competitive travel ball, and then the youngest one kind of just does whatever. Gets beaten up by his brothers and tries to hold his own. But
Are you helping coach at all?
I did. I was helping coach. What was it? 5-year-old soccer last year, and it got pretty dicey. Some of the parents were pretty upset that their kids weren't scoring goals, and I was like, I'm trying not to have them pick up dirt and play with like flowers on the ground and all this crazy stuff. But yeah, that was interesting.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait to coach a sport. I think I'm going to try it with Palmer, my oldest daughter. Like the son thing, I don't know. It's probably too hard, man. Like with boys, girls, it's kind of like
too competitive.
Just so whatever. Like, yeah, just pick some flowers, shoot some goals, chase the ball. I'm surprised Mason hasn't been coaching a kid's sport yet.
Well, I have coached. I've helped coach. I think I just might have gotten wrangled into coaching basketball.
Oh,
nice.
Winter?
So what age?
Yeah. My son, 6th grade basketball. So
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
6th grade basketball. I think we scored. I would say the game I coached, we did score the most points we scored all season. So
Just saying.
we almost won that game. We got beat on a buzzer beater. It was like, I think we scored like 24 points or something like that. So, I had the guys motivated. There's a guy on the team that I couldn't believe, for some reason how the games were lining up, I wasn't able to go to a bunch of them. We had a kid that's he's like 5'10" in 5th grade. I'm like, why are we not just feeding him the ball?
Low post.
Yeah, seriously, he couldn't shoot. He couldn't do anything. But it's like, just get him the ball, make everyone come to him, and then
He just hold the ball up in the air and keep it away from all this.
Yeah.
I wasn't at any of the practices, but I was there for the game, and I tried to make a drawing. All right, guys, that's what we're doing. You stand right here. We're gonna just give you the ball, and then you just stand there until at least 2 or 3 guys.
Wait. You drew this on the chalkboard on the little.
It was like, I think, I don't know if we had chalkboard. I think it was I'm found a piece of paper.
Oh, you're old school. You're an old school coach. Like it. Nice. But
I love it.
I want to jump into London. So we go to London this week. The Crosby clan is going over to London.
Yes.
They're going over the pond. I want to check in with Graham to see if his family is going to take the trip.
The whole squad is going?
No, just 2 kids.
Okay.
Molly, my wife, and 2 kids.
Yeah, man. I was about to say, the wife is a saint if she's bringing all the kids. We had
The
talked
2 kids were it was last second. It was like Molly booked her flight in July. She was going to have this nice, relaxing trip, come and watch the game, do all this stuff. And then we started feeling like she felt bad, not taking the 2 oldest. And then, about 2 weeks ago, stuff always happens. It's last second. She's like, I'm taking the 2 oldest kids.
That'll be fun, though. That'll be fun with the older boys.
It'll be fun.
It is fun taking the older kids sometimes to different things. But my wife's staying back. We talked about going, but we weren't sure what day we were going to be leaving, how much time we would have to spend. And I was born in Scotland, and I still have aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, all kinds of family up there. And they're actually not going to be able to make it to the game because of all the railroad strikes they have going on.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, even with that, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. And her life is already crazy, so I'll just be over there and play you guys and fly back.
We all heading over there.
We're going same day as you guys. We're going Thursday. I think, are you guys leaving Thursday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Probably wave at you guys in the air as we're flying by.
Yeah. Are you guys staying downtown London?
I think we're staying like an hour outside or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's called. I know it doesn't have air conditioning, so.
Just come here.
Oh man. It's the right time of year though. You'll be all right.
It'd be fine. Probably some castle somewhere. Got a dungeon in it. It has a moat. We'll have to draw the bridge down to get across.
Get the full experience. Have you been over there, Graham? First time playing?
I haven't since I was a kid moving to the United States. We just flew into the Heathrow and then took off and went to New York. And down to Florida. That's about all I remember from London. But
All right.
yeah, I've never played there. Have you played there?
Yeah, I played there. We played the Raiders a couple years back, so it's an interesting game. Tottenham's awesome, though. That stadium.
Looking forward to that. I've heard nothing but good stuff about it.
Trying to get Mason away from the Chelsea game. He's trying to get to a game while we're over there.
Oh man. Let's go.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to happen, though. I got a feeling our schedule is going to be a little jammed up, and they're going to try to just give us just barely enough time to maybe move around close to the hotel. But I'm kind of scared. That Saturday, I saw October 8th is when all the rail strikes are going on.
Are you guys staying
actually
in London?
We're staying in Watford.
Apparently, I haven't paid attention. I couldn't tell you this name.
You guys are out in Watford for that?
Yeah, it's we're staying in the Grove. It's supposed to be a pretty awesome resort.
Okay.
Wow.
A bunch of restaurants.
Did you book it?
Where the Vikings stayed this past week, wherever that is.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
Going to be fun times.
Should be fun. One for the ages.
Nothing. A long away game in England.
Do you think that they should do consecutive games while we're over there? While we're on the topic, or do you think it should just
same day?
Not saying. I'm saying
or same weekend.
Yeah, we go for the week, or we stay there 2 weeks.
Again?
It's just a lot of resources for one game. I get it, and I understand. Building the brand overseas, I get it.
Yeah.
You like soccer when they do the whole whatever it is, a Euro trip.
Yeah.
They go to America and they do
play in London, and then you go to Munich or something like play over there. I don't know how much logistically goes into all of that, but I would love to play in Munich because I'm a huge Bayern Munich fan. But
oh yeah,
let's throw that in there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Josh, plug him for us. All right.
Yeah, I'll plug Bayern Munich. We'll get you in there.
I was just watching McAfee with you guys as quarterback, and he was repping. Is it Chelsea or Man City or Chelsea or somebody?
Yeah, he's Man City.
Yep.
Man. He jumped on the bandwagon.
Jeez.
They sent him some stuff, and he jumped on that bandwagon pretty hard.
Man,
oh, nice.
I wish Bayern would send me some stuff. Jeez.
Hey, I'll tag him. We'll get the plug in right here. Graham is a huge Bayern man.
That's it.
Yeah, while we're on this topic, Mace, I think it's important we share that you are a minority owner in Walsall.
Yes.
This is going to be the new plug every time. I like it.
Yes, every time.
Walsall FC in Birmingham, England. They won a match today against the number 2 team in the table. So,
oh yes,
we went up. We went on a little slide for a little bit there, but I'm a small investor there in England. So I'm going all in with the sport, though. I'm a small investor, but a huge supporter.
I like that. Listen, you have Graham coaching right now. You might have to put him in the ranks.
There we go.
Oh, no doubt.
There we go.
He's got to be in the developmental tree.
This is a Ted Lasso scene right here.
I did almost get into like one fight in 5-year-old soccer, so I'll bring some spunk to it. That's for sure.
Them boys in Wausau, they're scrappy now. They'll love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, Graham, talking about your kids, I know Mason's got one in the room right now, so we're not going to ask Mason his favorite kid. Do you have a favorite kid, or is it a favorite kid of the week? How does it work when you have 5?
I think I might have a favorite kid of the day.
Day? Okay.
Maybe even the moment. And some days I might not even have a favorite kid. But no, they're awesome. They're all different and unique. I think I love them all the same, but also differently. You know, there's so many different things about each kid that I love so much about them. You know, as well as being married, like having kids is the best thing that's happened in my life. You know, and they changed me for sure. And you know, I love FaceTiming them and just being with them and making memories with them. And yeah, it's definitely special. And I forgot the question you first asked, so I'm just...
No, you're good. So the kids are of age now where they actually understand that Dad's a football player.
Yeah.
Yeah. What age does that actually happen? Not just there at the screen and football's associated with you at all time. It's like, Dada.
I think it was when they started going to elementary school, and the other kids, you know, that they had older brothers or sisters that watched the games. And it was when I was playing for Carolina, it really started happening with my older two. And now my 3 older boys, they get it now. And my daughters are starting, you know, be able to point on TV and see me. But yeah, my older boys, they get a big kick out of it. They were up here. I had them run around the fields at our facility. And you could tell, like, you know, they'd see Daniel Jones's locker, Saquon Barkley's locker, and they're like, "Can you take a picture of me in front of this?" And it's pretty cool stuff, you know, or like even meeting the players, it just blows their mind. But at the same time, I don't think they realize, like, this isn't normal, you know, like
right.
This is something that's very unique, and that's why I try to take as many pictures and, you know, as many memories like down the road that they'll realize, like, oh, this was pretty cool.
You're like, hey, guys, do you want to take a picture in front of our last name? How about this locker, right? Nah, we're good, Dad.
Yeah, but Saquon's down here. I want a picture there.
Is Nolan the same way? Was he like that when you did the locker room tour?
Nolan just wants to get a football and throw it, like, in the locker room wherever he can. I mean, that kid's like he would just throw a ball 24/7 if we'd allow him. It's like, we get home from school, I'm like, get all your stuff going, get your backpack, get ready for your sport, and he just grabs a basketball and starts shooting, and then like kicks the soccer ball into the street and chases after it. And I'm like, basically him and our like lab are pretty much the same. It's just like, just play catch, play fetch with him nonstop. Like, that was after the game. I kicked we're fortunate, we kicked that game winner this week, and I come into the family area, and Nolan's just like, "Good job," gave me a high five. He's like, "Can I go play catch in the parking lot?" Really? That's kind of my role. That's
so funny. It's just so normal for them now. They're like, "Oh, Dad hit another game winner." No.
Yeah.
My kids would be like, "Hey, Dad, why'd you miss that kick?" And like, why'd you hit the post? And I'm like, "Geez, guys, come on."
It is hard, man. I think coming home, like, to the family, like, yeah, between my oldest son and my wife, it's like, it's a lot harder than, like, facing the press or facing anything. Yeah, it's like, they're very critical.
They are.
They're breaking down tape with
you. They ask the tough questions, and they're not afraid to. But it was cool too. Like, last week I hit the post on one, and I was pretty upset about it. Pissed off. And my kid was like, "Hey, Dad, you still had a good game." He's like, but just something little like that, I was like, that's cool. It did really, at the end of the day, we won the game, and I got to dodge ping pong balls that he was trying to hit me with, so it's just a game, and there's so much more, more important out there, but.
Yeah, the kids, they put it in the perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think having you guys both in this space, do you think they're going to try to follow your footsteps? or do you think they're going to kind of blaze their own trail? I know you guys both encourage all of them to do whatever they enjoy doing, but just seeing it, they're probably like, you know what, that's something that I could probably do. Have you guys had like that conversation? I know Nolan probably wants to be a superstar. Like anytime I see him, he's always trying to play ball, like you said, but I want to see what Graham had. Any thoughts on that?
I think my wife, she turned down playing professional softball to follow me around the whole football world. So I might argue she's the better athlete out of the two. So my boys right now, my 2 older boys have been playing baseball, but I feel like the older they get, the more they're starting to get interested in kicking field goals. We've got a set of uprights in the backyard, like one of those small goals, soccer goals with the uprights on it. And they'll go back there and kick. And, you know, it's what really is cool to me is when they take their steps back and they do like this, like they try to mimic everything that I'm doing on the field. And, you know, they don't know why I'm doing different things, but I see them trying to do it. And it's really cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat to see that. And, I mean, same thing for like other positions. You know, they'll run around pretending they're Patrick Mahomes and, you know, side arming throws and doing crazy stuff. But, you know, like you were saying, I just encourage them to do whatever they want, find what they like to do and do it. You know, it's not about, you know, what I really want to do. It's whatever they want to try and do and experience.
Nice. Are they destined for Florida State? That's my hard-hitting question.
As long as they're not destined for Miami, that's good.
Oh, okay. We got the
Sorry,
ball
Pat.
down there.
What's the overall record between Miami and Florida State?
That's a good question.
What's that?
I might have to look that up.
Who's the lead in the Florida State Miami?
Man, that is a good question. I went 3-1 against Miami when I was there. I went 0-4 versus Florida, though. That's bragging rights for.
Yeah, that's a bad stat line.
Yeah, that's not good. Florida fans are quick to remind me too whenever I'm talking trash.
Oh God. What about Colorado?
It is. Miami leads at 35-31.
Oh.
It's close.
Ooh.
Do a little research
The
there.
boys are back this season, huh? FSU looks good though. I thought we were gonna be back with Cristobal, but not looking too good there.
It's still
It's
early.
rough.
How
Yeah.
about Colorado? How are they doing?
Well, I think Colorado just fired their coach, so they're not doing great.
Sorry to bring it up.
Played Florida State at Florida State once in college. We got smoked, and then when we played at Miami, I kicked a long field goal, but I think we lost that game too.
I played.
That was at the old Orange Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome. You got to play in that. That's
I
great.
played Colorado once in college. I think Matt DeLallo was the kicker.
Yeah.
Man,
Punter.
What year was it? Right after I left.
yeah, it probably was. I don't remember what year, but I remember these people like yelling at me. They're like, "Hey, get out of the way!" And I'm like, "Why are you yelling at me? I'm trying to punt." And then I turn around, the buffalo was running out on the field.
Oh, no.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, you gotta watch out.
Yeah.
Do you guys just
Just Buffalo.
you just let that thing run wild, or how does that work? They got.
We let it loose, especially when there's players on the field of the team. That's
Has
the
anyone?
only chance we have. If we mow down a few other players, it gives us an advantage.
Has that buffalo actually trampled somebody? I do want to know this. Have you seen an incident?
Yeah, someone got caught in the rope. I don't know if the buffalo actually hit them, but they were there. You know how they hold on to it, like we have the runners. Like so, one of the ropes or the leash, somebody was trying to get out of the way, and it just clotheslined up.
Oh,
Yes, it was dropped. I've seen the handlers fall and different things. I mean, they're flying. They are flying out there.
speaking of getting clotheslined, dude, pre-game when the anthem's about to go on, they give you no warning with that flag. Like in Tampa, they were starting to sprinting across. I almost got decapitated.
Roll it out.
There's been twice in my career where I've gotten stuck under it. I've got nowhere to go, right? I can't run anywhere. I can't run to the opposing sideline. And then next thing you know, I'm ducking under it, and it's just going right over my head as they keep going, and I'm trying to crawl
Are you
out.
just chilling there till it's done?
I should have.
You're just like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Let me reference one thing. I'm pretty sure this was you, Graham, just speaking about pregame. You were the one that hit somebody in pregame warming up, weren't you?
Okay, what do you mean by hit somebody? Oh, no. All right, listen. His name was Markel Ballard, and he was a trombonist for Bethune-Cookman's band. And in my defense, they came out on the field late during our 3 minutes, and I was kicking the ball really bad. So I was like, I need to kick right now. And I asked him, I was like, hey man, do you mind moving? But he was in the middle of his set, and he didn't move. So I just gave him a soft little. But yeah, he was cool with it afterwards. Hey, the Buccaneers were supposed to publicly apologize, and because there was so much like bad hatred about that situation, they never did. So I just took all the heat.
Hopefully I didn't bring up anything, and there's no impending issue with that.
When the band is on the field now, though, I'm kicking in the net. I'm not coming anywhere close to that field.
You're never out there again.
Never.
Watch out for the flags coming across and the band.
Yeah, you got 2 flags coming out this week, so don't get caught.
That's right.
They'll bring them both.
Yeah,
hey.
Same time too. You better be ready.
People don't understand. We have to have our head on the swivel.
Right. For the record, I love bands and I have nothing against trombonists. All right.
We'll just clear that up right now.
Thank you.
Last time I played in Wisconsin, they had I think there was University of Wisconsin's band was on the field, and it wasn't long after that whole situation. The band members were just looking at me, shaking their heads, like, "We can't believe you." Like, guys, I'm sorry.
You're like looking right at him. You're like, let them know.
Disgusted in me.
Did you guys warm up at the Super Bowl? Because you both have been. How does that work? Because I know it's an extended amount of time, and you probably don't want to ruin the halftime show. So were you just like, I'm just going to go into this without kicking, or they give you a couple minutes?
I think I just kicked on the sideline, and then there's a few minutes to get ready. But there's so much adrenaline going on. I mean, I've got bad memories from the Super Bowl, but yeah, I don't remember.
I don't quite remember all that, those things. I remember going out and watching the Black Eyed Peas at halftime, though.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to watch that.
Yeah, I kind of just snuck out. Going on. Josh, I figured you'd be a huge Black Eyed Peas fan.
Listen, I'll be honest. I actually liked them, but I saw them live when I lived in Chicago, and they were horrible. Yeah, I'm just being honest. They're not very good live.
We're honest on the show. Go ahead, Josh. Keep venting. What else you got?
Yeah. What other band?
What other questions you got, Josh? I want to hear this.
No. You know what, though? I kind of want to know, Graham. So I talked to Mason about it, about having twins at the end. Because, I don't know if you were just in a position you're like, hey, 4 and we're good. Or was it like you got 5 and you're like, oh, shit.
I'll tell you our personal story. There's some sadness involved with it as well, and I feel like that's one thing that people don't talk about enough is like the struggles as well, like in parenthood. So after our second son, Ryder, we were having a daughter, and we had a miscarriage. I say we. My wife had a miscarriage, and it was awful. Like, it was really, really difficult for us, and just the pain of going through it, but it was like, we didn't want to talk to anybody about it. And then we ended up having Caden, our second son, and he was also a twin, but we lost one of them early. And so, fast forward after that, we had the twin girls, and it was going through that. Like, we were able to talk to so many other people and realize, like, it's pretty common. A lot of people have it, and it was easier talking with other people about it. It doesn't make it any less difficult. It still hurts the same, but we've been able to help other people as well that have gone through things. So I think just realizing, it happens, and having a support system around you and just being able to talk about it helps a lot. But so we were trying to have a 4th, and we ended up with 4 and 5. And we had the 3 boys and then 2 girls, so it's such a blessing. I know I'll see the others again one day. So that's what I have to look forward to. But man, my daughters have me wrapped around their fingers for sure. But yeah, so I mean, it's been a journey for my wife and I, but through all of it, it's definitely made us stronger, and it's been a blessing just being able to be a blessing to others as well.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you sharing that. I know a lot of people definitely don't cover that, and I can't imagine going through it. I know for anyone who obviously hasn't gone through it, it's hard to ever put yourself in those shoes. So being able to move forward and find the sport is definitely super important, though.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, man. Thanks for sharing that. That was awesome. Josh, any last questions?
Yeah, actually, you know what?
Hard-hitting questions? No. Give us a softball.
This will be a softball one for sure. Mason, we've talked to you about traveling with the kids and a vacation or whatever, and I know you've got the bus. Graham, walk us through a trip with
van.
the kids.
Yes.
5 kids. How are we doing it?
You got a Sprinter van? Oh man,
Ford Transit.
I have to get you in touch with my wife. I've been telling her we can pimp this thing out and have it looking awesome. I've got the Honda.
It took me 3 years, and then we during the pandemic we finally perfect. Took that thing. I drove it from Texas up to Green Bay back and forth to Colorado. That was summer. It was amazing.
I have up here. I sold my truck this past year, and I have the Honda Odyssey. So everybody likes to make fun of me until you need a ride into the facility. Then who you asking? You're asking me. That's right.
Yeah.
And so I call it the swag wagon.
No doubt. Yes.
Honda Odyssey up there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is right, man. Everybody, hey, I'm pulling in next to Rolls Royces, Range Rovers, Lamborghinis, and here I am, Honda Odyssey. I'm proud of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. On Fridays when we want to go to the stadium and kick, who's piling in the Odyssey? The whole team. So
just saying.
That's what the trip looks like, man. We've got the car seats in there. We're trying to get the older kids to buckle in the younger kids, and it is madness. But the best thing about the van, you don't have to worry about them hitting the cars next to you. The doors just slide back. So,
God, you sound just like my wife right now. She is selling me hard on a Kia Carnival.
Gotta get it.
I
think
they have some good bells and whistles inside. Just don't think about what they look out on the outside, but the sliding doors are lifesavers.
I think when Mason and I are done kicking field goals one of these days, we might have a future selling vans. So,
we could. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think we start our own dealership, and we just spend out nice.
That's right.
Target family of 5s. Yeah.
Yes.
Real good niche market.
Yeah. I might sell a few a year.
That's right. We'll really check them out, though. We'll have it looking really good on the inside.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
I'll send you a picture of my van so you can show your wife
Yes.
later and just keep selling it. So
we
found one all-wheel drive. That was kind of our sticking point. It was like, we need an all-wheel drive up here. So
I'm looking
Molly was
forward.
like, if you find one with all-wheel drive, we can get one. One came up, and I was like, it's over.
My van has a button on it that says no, so I'm looking forward to pushing that. Come probably a few weeks from now.
few
Letting
weeks.
loose on the streets up there.
Watch it. It probably just shuts the whole van down and just you're sitting on the side of the road. That's what snow button does.
The fact that Graham is living in a hotel right now, people are so mind blown. The fact that he's been in a hotel for 2 years and he drives a minivan. He might be the coolest NFL player of all time.
Yeah.
Oh man!
I mean,
I lived in the
this is hard to
facility in
beat.
Washington too. I actually lived there until they caught me, so I've got some good stories.
Stop.
Oh no!
You had a bed in the players' lounge?
There was a room they stored leather couches in, and so I took the little white pillow from the flights, and the blanket they give you, and that's what I slept on because we had nothing, we had no money, and my wife and I were trying to save for a wedding. We knew we were gonna have kids one day, and I milked that thing as long as I could, man.
What? Did a janitor come in? He's Mr. Gano. I need a vacuum, please. Can you please move?
Yeah, can you move?
Coach Shanahan's assistant was like, "Hey, where are you living?" And I was like, "I'm staying at the facility." And he started laughing. He's like, no, but really, where you living? I was like, no, I'm downstairs next to the basketball court. Yeah. I had 3 meals a day. They had an Xbox in there. Man, that was the life.
Honestly, you were pretty hooked up there. That's hard to beat.
Yep.
He's the Tom Hanks of the terminal. He's Graham Gano of the Players Lounge. That's epic. Oh, well.
Looking forward to seeing you guys this week, man.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a cool trip. Keep your head on swivel for the Flags. We'll see you pregame.
Yes.
That's right.
Mace, any last words? Anything you'd like to say to the people?
Man, that sounds so morbid.
What's any last words? Yeah.
Hey,
I'll never be invited on the show again.
It's like a unicorn with you, man. You hit a game winner, you're like, yeah, come on. And then you ghost me for every other week.
Oh, yeah, no.
Only when I'm relevant. I mean, you get texts after you hit like a kick in a game, and it's like, oh man, people pop out of the woodworks, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I forgot you were still playing. Like, you gotta milk it out. You get 1 week or a couple days of like, everyone remembers that you're still playing in the NFL.
Hey, you get guys thinking you're a coach, right, at the beginning of training camp.
Oh, for sure.
I've got a whole bunch of grays under this now, and they're like, so what do you coach? Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Yep. It's always good. I just start telling them things to do, so it's just going to roll.
I'm going to have to start doing that.
Do you know that?
Awesome. It's good talking with you, man. I look forward to seeing you out there in London. It's going to be kind of pretty cool playing on international games.
That'll be fun.
It's for me, so hopefully we'll have a good one out there. It seemed like last week the ball was flying there in time.
I know.
Yeah.
Looks like Lutz figured out how to kick it far there, so we'll have to harness that.
Heck yeah. Well, good stuff, guys. Graham, appreciate you jumping on, man. It's been fun.
All right. That was fun, man. We'll have to do it again.
For sure. Everybody, appreciate y'all listening out there. We drop every Wednesday. Josh is going to get this one turned around ASAP. Until never know who we're going to have on next, baby. See you next week. Later. Locker Room Dads is powered by Mantra Labs. After my buddy Nick Foles, Super Bowl MVP, recommended this amazing new nutrition line to me, as a professional athlete, I had to listen to hear what he had to say. So let me tell you, Mantra Labs is an absolute game changer. For all you dads out there looking to have more energy, better hydration, and better sleep, look no further. Mantra Labs is the stop for you. So we've actually partnered with them, and they provide 25% off everything on their site. So go visit them at gomantralabs.com. Enter Locker Room Dads with no space for 25% checkout.